What if the real secret to wealth isn't hustle, isn't hype, isn't the next viral business idea? What if it's something older, deeper, and quieter? A mindset forged in silence, rooted in resilience. I'm talking about the Japanese mentality, a mindset that rebuilt a country after destruction and that can help you rebuild your financial future, starting today. This isn't just philosophy. This is a strategy to rebuild your financial future, one calm, deliberate step at a time. Japan is known around the world for its innovation, order, and cultural depth. But beneath all the tech, the beauty, the rituals, there's something much more powerful at work, a deep-rooted belief in process, in discipline, in humility. It's not about doing everything fast, it's about doing it right. Let's dive in. In Japanese culture, there's a powerful concept called Gaman. It means enduring the seemingly unbearable with patience and dignity. It's not just about self-control, it's about resilience, discipline, and inner strength, especially in the face of hardship. Gaman is woven into the daily life of many Japanese people. It's about staying calm when things go wrong, keeping your emotions in check, and showing strength not by fighting, but by enduring. When we look at financial responsibility through the lens of Gaman, the connection becomes clear. Financial success isn't about flashy wins or overnight riches. It's about long-term discipline. It's about saying no to unnecessary spending, delaying gratification, and quietly working hard, even when nobody's watching. Practicing Gaman in your financial life might look like choosing to save instead of spending impulsively, sticking to your budget when it's tempting to splurge, investing patiently for the future rather than chasing risky, fast returns, staying calm and focused during financial setbacks instead of panicking. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, Gammon reminds us that endurance is a form of strength, and when applied to money, it becomes a superpower. True wealth is built slowly, quietly, and with patience, just like Gaman teaches us. The second concept I want to talk about is Kaizen, the idea of continuous improvement, not explosive change, not overnight success, just small, consistent steps forward every single day. Kaizen, meaning continuous improvement, is one of the most powerful ideas to come out of Japanese culture. Rooted in the words kai, change, and zen, good, Kaizen isn't about dramatic overnight transformation. It's about slow, steady, purposeful progress, one small step at a time. This mindset has shaped everything from Japanese manufacturing systems to personal development practices. And when applied to money and financial habits, Kaizen becomes a game changer. Too often, people feel like they have to make massive changes to take control of their finances, get rich fast, invest big, make huge sacrifices. But Kaizen teaches us something different, that small, consistent improvements create lasting results. It's not about earning $1 million tomorrow. It's about getting 1% better each day with how you handle your money. Imagine if you simply saved a little more this month than you did last, or if you reviewed your budget weekly, cutting unnecessary expenses one by one. What if you read a few pages of a finance book every night, or slowly increased your investment contributions over time? These small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but over months and years they compound. That's the essence of Kaizen. It turns progress into a habit and success into a byproduct of consistency. It also builds discipline and awareness. When you're practicing Kaizen, you're always observing, always reflecting. You're looking for places to improve, not out of frustration, but with curiosity and patience. That mindset is essential to becoming financially responsible. It's not about being perfect. It's about being committed to improvement. Whether you're digging out of debt, building an emergency fund, starting a side hustle, or investing for the future, apply Kaizen. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today that will make tomorrow better? You don't need to change your whole life overnight. Just make it a little better than yesterday. That's Kaizen. That's financial wisdom. And over time, that's how you build true wealth. The third concept is called Hansei, which means self-reflection. But it's not just thinking about the past. It's a deep and honest examination of your actions, your mindset, and your responsibility for the outcomes you face. It is the practice of deep self-reflection. When things go wrong, Hansei means asking, what did I do? What can I do better? It's not about blame. It's about ownership. This is crucial in financial life. Most people avoid looking at their mistakes. They ignore their bank account, justify their spending, and blame the system. But the Japanese mindset teaches us to face it with honesty and courage. In Japan, Hansei is taken seriously. In companies, schools, even politics, people are expected to reflect on their failures openly. Not to feel bad, but to improve, to own their mistakes, and to grow from them. Now imagine applying that same level of reflection to your personal finances. Think about it. Instead of ignoring that impulse buy or brushing off that budget you didn't follow, what if you asked yourself, why did I do that? What can I learn from it? What will I do differently next time? That's Hansei in action. It's not about blaming the economy or saying, I just didn't make enough this month. It's about looking inward. It's about taking personal responsibility for your financial behavior and committing to doing better. This mindset turns every mistake into a lesson, every failure into a step forward. Hansei also teaches humility. Even if you're doing well with money, even if you're saving and investing, Hansei invites you to ask, what could I have done better? Where can I still grow? This kind of reflection creates long-term stability. It keeps you grounded. It prevents overconfidence and careless decisions. And here's the beauty of it. Hansei is a practice. It's something you can do regularly, just like reviewing your budget or checking your progress toward financial goals. You can sit down once a month, look at your spending and saving habits, and simply ask, what worked, what didn't, and why? Over time, this builds a mindset of financial awareness, discipline, and intentional growth. You're not just hoping to be better with money, you're actively shaping your financial future through conscious reflection. In a world that rewards hustle and speed, Hansei offers something different, a moment to pause, a chance to learn, and a quiet commitment to keep growing. So the next time you catch yourself repeating a financial mistake, don't ignore it, reflect on it, own it, and use it as fuel to improve. That's the heart of Hansei, and it might just be the mindset shift you need to take control of your money and your life. Finally, let's talk about the concept of Shokunin Kishitsu, the craftsman spirit. In Japan, a true shokunin devotes themselves to mastery. Whether it's a sushi chef, a swordsmith, or a street cleaner, they take pride in their work. They show up with discipline, focus, and care. It's not just about having a profession, it's about approaching your work with pride, dedication, and mastery, no matter how humble the task may seem. In Japanese culture, the shokunin is someone who pursues excellence not for fame or fortune, but because they see their work as a reflection of their character. Whether it's a sushi chef perfecting the art of rice, a carpenter refining the curve of a beam, or a gardener shaping a bonsai tree, there's a quiet obsession with quality, precision, and care. It's about doing the best you can, every single day, even when no one is watching. And that mindset applies beautifully to money. Financial responsibility is not just about strategy, it's about attitude. Like the craftsman, you don't rush, you don't chase shortcuts, you show up daily, you do the boring work, budgeting, saving, learning, investing, with care and patience. You treat your financial life as a craft worth mastering. Shokunin Kishitsu also teaches humility. The true artisan knows there's always more to learn, always room to grow. That's the same mindset needed for wealth building, understanding that you'll make mistakes, that you'll be tested, and that you'll need to adapt. But you keep showing up, refining your habits like a craftsman, refining his tools. It's a quiet strength, not loud, not flashy, but deeply resilient. In a world obsessed with quick results and surface-level success, the Shokunin way reminds us that real value comes from depth, discipline, and devotion. So treat your financial life like your craft. Show up with integrity. Take pride in doing it right, even if it's slow. Honor your work, your time, your effort. Over years, this mindset compounds, just like interest does. And the result? A life of not just wealth, but purpose, respect, and inner stability. That is Shokunin Kishitsu, and that is what true financial mastery looks like. With these four concepts in mind, you can observe how Japanese culture doesn't glorify loud success. It honors quiet excellence. You don't need to tell the world what you're doing. Just do it. Silently build, silently improve, silently win. When Japan faced the devastation of World War II, it didn't rebuild with noise. It rebuilt with discipline, with unity, with long-term thinking. From ashes to global powerhouse, not in a year, but over decades. That same mentality applies to your life. You may be in a tough spot right now, struggling with debt, stuck in a job you don't love, feeling behind financially. But remember, you don't need an overnight miracle. You need a strategy. You need mindset. You need consistency. That's what Japanese values offer. Imagine this. You automate your savings, even if it's just $20 a week. You track your expenses honestly, no excuses, no hiding. You learn a new financial concept each month. You cut out impulse spending, even when it's hard. You reflect every week asking, what worked? What didn't? And over time, slowly, silently, your life begins to change. Not because you got lucky, but because you became intentional. You don't need to be born into wealth. You don't need 1 million followers. You just need the mindset of someone who is committed to the long game. And here's the truth. Anyone can do this. You don't need to be Japanese to think this way. You just need to choose a different path, one built on values, not trends. So the next time you're tempted to chase the shortcut, stop, breathe, think long-term, improve just 1%, reflect, build with care. Because wealth isn't about what you make, it's about what you keep, what you grow, and who you become along the way. That's the Japanese way. That's the mindset of resilience. That's the path to true financial freedom.